Hey y'all. So, someone asked me, this is like kind of a request and maybe might be something you're interested in or maybe you're not. I don't know, but I'm posting it anyway, especially as the holiday season is upon us. I think I went over that ever since I started on my healing journey, I seem to be obsessed with making things. And I have a close relative who just had a birthday, so she's celebrating her birthday over Thanksgiving and going through kind of a difficult time, health wise. So I thought, like, I was perusing things because I love to give the perfect gift. My gifts are well thought out. Like, I don't even play around. My gifts, like, I think them out and come up with the perfect gift for people. So it means a lot to me. I don't know why. So I won't be ever giving that just anything gift, right? No, I'll find out what you want. I'll find out what you like. And and even more than that, I like to find out, like, what are some things that people need. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I was talking about this in my reading about hope jars. So I saw them on the Zon, and like they charge so much for them. Like, I think they're charging like $20 for them. And I mean, that's okay. Everyone should make their change, right? But it seemed like something that would be easy to make, and people love to get a homemade gift, right? So recently I started doing crafts. I think we've talked about it. I'm not super great at it. I will say that my gifts look homemade. Yeah. But especially jars and mason jars, and this is a thing that I use a mason jar for. So I do the paper mache. I think they call it decoupage or something. Um, and that's what I did here. I did it ahead of time um, because it's still wet, kind of. So I used two different napkins, which you can use decorative napkins or newspaper or probably even pictures. But I think it works so much better on thin paper, right? And I didn't do a whole lot of it because I still like to be able to see through the jar. So I like the design to kind of be light. So I used two different napkins here. And what I do is first of all, you have to take apart the ply, right? So it's two. And I took it apart and I rip them and do it in pieces. I don't like cut out neat, clean strips or anything because I have found it looks better that way. And this kind of thing really gives like a distressed kind of look. Yeah. So I used a napkin that was a sea scene, and then I used a napkin that was flowers, and just took strips of it. And I use Mod Podge. You could use any glue, honestly, but I use Mod Podge, which is kind of like a glaze. It's a glue. It's or they call it an adhesive. It's real crafty. Right, and I love it. It also will put a shine on things as well. So I did where I glued it the back of the napkins, and then you run the brush over the top too. You see how it has a glazed look, and it takes a little bit to dry, no lie. That's why I still haven't cleaned up the jar yet. But yeah, I love that look. And you also put a layer of the Mod Podge on top. So, and then you wait for it to dry, like 24 hours, whatever. And I believe like the pieces just make it look cooler, you know? Anywho, let's move on. I also did a yellow ribbon because There is magic in things. And a yellow ribbon very much represents, I always think of hope and abundance, think about the sun and, life force. So I was really striving to do a theme here for healing, right? Yes. So I'm not perfect. So you see, like, I didn't even line up the ribbon perfectly. So I used these little rhinestone stickers or, diamondish stickers for it. And I used twine around the top, glued it the same way with the same stuff, and just, kept going round and round. And I swear this Mod Podge like is so good. It's so amazing. And then I left a little space on the bottom too because I put sea glass filler in there. Now, sea glass also has, some properties for healing. It is represented spiritually that way. And, I know that a lot of times we get very tied up in authenticity. Like, are the crystals authenticated? Are they, you know what though? Like, as far as energy goes, your belief in it is what does it. So I always will, over all crystals, first of all crystals, all stones, all magic, you tell it what to do, basically. Whenever I get a new crystal, I tell it what purpose it's going to serve in my life. And so the same thing is with this. And sea glass represents the broken pieces, like healing the broken pieces, and the broken pieces would represent what's not working, right? So that's why I use sea glass, and it looks amazing, honestly. And so you can choose what to put inside it. What I choose was for this to represent hope to someone, hope and healing on the daily, right? So this was just something I wanted to get for this person. But I got, it's a bracelet. And it's a healing bracelet for hard times, right? So I'm going to put that in there. And as you know, I'm doing a giveaway for moms. And the reason was what I was trying to get, but I ordered the wrong thing, which was little cards for affirmations. Now, what I come to sit with is that I could have done this myself, right? I could have wrote them out myself. I don't have the best writing, but I also have a mini thermal printer. Could have printed this stuff out myself, but I digress. So, as with the other thing, what is in here too is the little foldable envelopes if you want to give it away. So, if you want to give away some hope to someone, they will have that choice. A little bow. And, of course, the affirmation cards, which I will be folding up and putting inside the jar. Kind of a shake it up and pick one out. I'm also going to be including a top where the person can use I'll go get it so you can see it. So we are very make use of, right? A long time ago I got like a bunch of these, and they're, so you can use the mason jar as like for whatever, for tools, for makeup brushes, for flowers, for pens. It's so I'm including that in this as well because once the cards are gone, what's next? We're just going to throw this jar away? No. Then we can use it for something. then we can use it for something. You can include anything too. Like, I was so sure that I bought a yellow candle, but I just don't see it now. I still may do that, but you can put candles in there. And yeah, you can even make them magical by carving words into them. Like, that's what I do. Like, that's simple candle magic. Is I will carve love or hope or whatever, and that's like calling the energy to you. I used to do the tea lights for all of my personal readings for people. So just saying. So that's the demonstration of the hope jar. You really can do, you can do anything. But I love the idea of like a daily affirmation. And some of these, I am learning, growing, and improving every single day. I choose to focus on love, joy, and peace. I trust that every hard phase will pass soon. So I love this. And I think that the person I'm giving it to, because they're sentimental, they will love it too. And so, yeah. So that is the hope jar. Essentially, you're doing things and putting things inside a jar to make people feel hopeful. What can be better than that? Great gift ideas from Heidi. Toodles.